everybody, another simple lab by Lazaro J. Diaz, or Laz, right? Very basic stuff, okay, that hopefully you don't forget. DHCP server, all right? We're not going to do it on the actual server. We have no actual server. You see two computers here. We're going to do it on the router. This is the network that everybody's going to be in. So let's go ahead and get this done. Let's get to it. No time to waste. All right, we're going to say no. Enable, COMT, host name, just call it R1. All right, let's put the IP address under the interface. So interface F0/0, IP address 192.168.1.254, 255.255.255.0. Now, some of you may ask, hey, why did Laz choose this IP address, right? Well, because that's my scheme. That's what I do. I always use last available in whatever summit I'm in as the gateway address. And then from there, I start going down, let's say for switches, and the lower IP addresses for my end devices. Okay, and then we're just going to no-shut that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and create a DHCP server. I'm going to fast forward this through time. Remember, I said this is your best friend right here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do, now there's two ways you can do this. Some people like doing the pool, then they do the exclusions, or they already exclude the IP address. So what I do is I do the exclusions and then I do the pool. I do both, all right? And if this was a real Microsoft server, I would do the same thing. It's your taste, your SOP. Know how to do it various ways. Lab it. So we're going to do IP DHCP. You can do excluded addresses. So excluded addresses, obviously 192.168.1.254. That's the only one I need to exclude, which is my gateway, right? The IP address on that F00 interface. We don't want to assign that accidentally and create a conflict. If there's printers and scanners and firewalls and all this other craziness like you do in your network, obviously in a field environment, you would have more exclusions, or you can just create a scope that's just, it's the range just for the host addresses you want to assign. It's up to you how you want to do it. But in this lab, showing you the concept of how to configure DHCP on a router, I like to do the excluded. As you see, I'm in global configuration. I can do a range here if I wanted to. I only have one address to exclude. Okay, cool. So now I want to do IP DHCP. You see it there. Pool. What I'm going to call it last. Why? Because I'm the one configuring it. All right, so you have several things that you can do. The first thing you can do is, hey, what's my default router? This will be your gateway, right? Which is the 192.168.1.254. Okay. If we had DNS servers, let me just make one up. DNS-server 192.168.1.20. We're just making that up. There's no DNS server there. You can do a domain name. I'm not going to. And then just network. Okay, what network? This is where it's going to get the scope from, right? The IP address to assign 192.168.1.0, and then I'm going to say 255.255.255.0. It's a 24-bit mask. Okay, do that. Now in the packet tracer, you always see me do this, but when it comes to DHCP, I'll type end and will do a copy run start. It is finicky. Okay, so make sure that you type both, or at least copy run start, all right, because it may not take the WR. So do a show start to verify. It should be the first thing you see. You see my excluded address, which is a 1.254, and you see my pool right there with the network, the default router, DNS server, which I don't have, okay? And then you want to always verify as well, show IP int brief. Make sure that's good to go. Up. All right, so let's go to the PCs. Let's see if it worked. And then we're gonna go DHCP. It's requesting, boom, 1.1, 1.254, 1.20, my DNS server. Go to the next one. Okay, DHCP. Easy peasy, no big deal. Let's go to the command prompt. Ping 192.168.1.1, which is the other PC. And there you go. That is how to configure, or a way to configure DHCP, okay, on your router. I personally do the exclusions. All right, you see you're still in global configuration, and then I do specifically the DHCP pool, which takes you into DHCP config. Okay, that's all there's to configuring a DHCP server on a router. Very simple, very easy, but easy to mess up on a test. Know how to get it done. See you guys in the next one.